Chase the money, chase the money.
31 to 28. Panthers win, baby. Let's go. Hey, yo, welcome to CTG, aka Chase the Game, where we chase the best game.
Yo. Welcome back to the CTG, Chase the Game, where we chase the game. Let me introduce you to my co-stars, Adam Johns, aka the Mount Pleasant Hall of Famer. We got to my right, we got Lehigh legend, Nigel Somerville. Boys, let's get right into it. So we had a crazy Thanksgiving of football. Obviously, Carolina Panthers, baby, knocking off the top of the NFC, baby. What is that?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What else can you say about it? What else can you say?
Let's go. Let's we'll cover a little bit of the recap of what happened, some of the top games, and we get a little into it. And then for the second half, make sure you tune in because that's where we do a little predictions, a little previews, play a little guessing game, try to guess the scores of each game, as well as talk to our main man, Alan, that will join us later and talking about the bets because that man is seeing the field right now. He hit every single thing. If you go back to our videos at the end of the second segment, he talks about each game and he hit all of them. So I'm tuning in. I'm going to have my betting app open, ready to go, and I'm going to be tailing all those bets. So let's get right into it. So let's freaking talk about the damn Panthers, man. Holy shit. Me and Nigel were obviously blessed to be able to go to that game in person. So I'll go ahead and throw some clips on here when we get into it. But Nigel, obviously, we'll start with you.
Yeah.
You were there in person.
Yeah.
What was that like, seeing the Panthers actually capitalize on turnovers and putting the ball down in the end zone in clutch situations? That man, Bryce Young's legit, dude.
It was, first of all, it was cold, and it was wet, and it was rainy. But that didn't matter whatsoever because just watching the boys win a game in bad weather against the number one team in the NFC, I mean, that was probably the best Panthers game I think I've been to in the past 5-6 years, bar none. Like it was exciting. The energy was there. Like we had two, 40 plus yard touchdowns on fourth down. I can't even tell you the last time that's happened. I mean, I think the way we played that game is the way that we can play the entire season. And that's winning football. You play good defense. We got two good backs. They both had about 17, 18 carries apiece. Bryce threw the ball 20 times, 15 completions, 3 touchdowns. I mean, if we can do that, 2 turnovers, a defensive touchdown, like Adam, I mean, you got to agree. Like, if we can play like this, it's scary. It's scary, man.
They shut me up, man. What did I say last week? Cooked.
Crazy, man. Pound us out. I'm not gonna say I didn't totally believe either. So I had a cornerbacks out, but I'll let you get into it.
Same boat.
But dude, what? Let's go.
Defense looked just as strong. We were missing, our arguably best defensive player. They're by far our best defensive player, but the best guy in the secondary, J.C. Horn, and then Trayvon back there is our main safety, our hard hitter. He's top safety in the league. He was out as well. It's just, I feel like we just. And you see across the platforms, everybody talking about it so far this week and other podcasts, is we do play to our level. That's the one thing that bothers me a little bit. But shit, man, if you're good, the Panthers are going to bring it, right? And it looks like we're going to have to, win out. We can maybe lose one more. Going into a bye week, we'll see how the Bucs do against the Saints. But if we win out, I think that could give us a shot at the wild card, we went out. We're winning the division. But Bucs back half of their schedule is pretty weak. When we got a little harder one, we got the Seahawks in between them. Yeah. And Bucs, Seahawks, Bucs. That's gonna be tough. And we're gonna redeem ourselves against the Saints. I ain't worried about that one.
100%.
Yeah.
Couldn't agree more.
For sure, man. Yeah, and it was crazy being there in person. It was cold and rainy, but it's actually crazy. I got a little too crazy on the celebration, and I lost my damn car keys. Literally fell out of my pocket, I think, at the stadium because in this video I'm jumping over the stands and everything, dancing, and I probably lost it there. But ended up going.
Hey, Chase,
what's up?
What did you call me and ask me that same day?
Bro, I barely remember, man. I was asking if AAA had a locksmith or something like that. I don't know, man. I was trying to find someone to get in my car. Obviously, I had a DD, so I was getting home safe. But I ended up having to leave my car there at a random side street and freaking praying I didn't get towed. Went home, and then I ended up coming back Monday morning and having to wait for a locksmith. It was like 40 degrees out there, and I'm fucking freezing. I look over there, and I see this homeless guy, right? Just, Charlotte, like a homeless guy, which is definitely more common because, I grew up in Charlotte. I didn't see a ton of homeless people. I saw like one or two every once in a while. I see a ton now. So I see this dude walking, and he just has his stuff. Whatever, I'm minding my business, but I see him over there, like, going into this parking garage, putting all his stuff down. And then I kind of lose track of him and kind of focus on, like, waiting for this locksmith to show up. This dude comes out. Oh, by the way, get a locksmith, local locksmith, for your key fobs. Don't go to a fucking car dealership, bro.
Right.
They were charged me out the ass. It was like 60% more to go to the freaking dealership.
Unbelievable.
Dude did it for $240. I got a brand new key fob, brand new, works fine. I'm gonna get some keychains back on it. But anyways, back to the story. We'll talk about. Dude is freaking walking back out, pants to his ankles, and I'm like, what the? Looking through recycling bins, trying to grab trash, and like reach behind to his ass. Look closely, you see freaking shit, poop, little poop. The dude is pooping. Freaking pooping. Anyways, that was I got in my car, got out of there, got back to work, and it is what it is. But yeah, dude,
it might have been a Rams fan from the night before.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, dude, taking a shit.
Bringing the LA to Charlotte.
Seriously though, dude, holy shit. No, but oh my gosh, it was crazy. It was an awesome game, man. It felt like 2015 all over again. It was awesome. So I actually saw Maver and them like across the street. I was like chanting, walking down the sidewalk, and they literally ran across the street. And they're like, "What's up?" I'm like, "Oh my gosh, it's crazy." And then Puka Nacua's freaking gnarly one-handed catch. How the hell?
Ridiculous.
That was crazy, dude.
Ridiculous.
I was freaking.
Mike Jack played great. Like, that was the ideal coverage you won on that right there. There ain't nothing. I don't think JC could have stopped
Puka's just different.
I mean, literally, dude. And I'm glad they didn't throw any flag or anything because, if they were playing weak, throwing a flag on that. But no, it was an awesome game, man. And I'm proud to be a Panthers fan, baby. Let's go.
Yep.
We got a winning record. Let's go.
Derek Brown, future Defensive Player of the Year.
Man, he's so
good. All right, you heard it here, folks.
Criminally
you heard it here first. Let's go.
Criminally
Let's go.
Criminally
Oh, man. All right, so let's get into the other games. So what we got? We got to talk about Monday Night Football. Giants and Pats. Look, we talked about this game not really mattering, but Jackson Dart came back, and boy, did he got jacked up. Oh, my gosh. Someone tell me, what was he doing? Get out of bounds. You're a quarterback, dude. If you want to be a franchise quarterback, you gotta stay in, dude. You gotta stay healthy. Like,
yeah, man. It ain't the 80s anymore. Him and Scotty, I'm be a little worried about those guys when we're in our 50s.
Right?
But he runs hard. He played. Yeah. Honestly, bro, we got to talk about career. Lengthening the career here, and I'm sure the Giants are on his ass. Monday and today about sliding and protecting himself. But what do we expect here? We figured the Pats would come out and put it on them. Home game, wearing the retros. Just want a quick shout out to Drake May. This guy facilitates the ball. We got Hunter Henry, leading receiver, 73 yards, but only 4 receptions. You look down the rest of their stat line, you got Stevenson, 40, Kayshawn, 35, Kyle Williams, 33, Demario Douglas, 33, Stephon Diggs, 26, Matt Collins, 23, Trayvon Henderson, 19. Just giving the love to everybody. Yeah. And, going back to the Panthers game with Stafford struggling, I think this bumps Drake May back up into the number 1 spot of MVPs. So, props to the Patriots. They got it done, and it's exciting to see how the rest of their season will go.
Yeah, man. Mike Vrabel's got him right over there. He's changed. I heard some stuff about him switching that culture around when he comes in, and I think what he's doing over there is pretty special. Damn, dude. Are the Pats back, man? Like, what the hell?
For sure.
Yeah,
what?
For sure. 100%. And
Spoiled fan base, man.
Yeah, and that's the
Seriously,
thing too.
what?
It's like it's frustrating to be a fan of a team that struggles for a long time and see a team like, for example, the Celtics were bad for 1-2 years. The Patriots were bad for 1 or 2 years.
Yeah.
Then they just get a quarterback, they get a new head coach, and just everything clicks like that. Like I think it just speaks more to the culture of a franchise and just like I think guys in the locker room. I think they just have a winning culture, and it's really just rinse and repeat, just next guy up. Like this guy eerily has shades of just early Tom Brady. They just win a lot. He plays good. He doesn't turn the ball over.
Yeah.
They don't even have like a superstar receiver. Like they're doing it by committee, kind of like Adam mentioned. Like it's they're scary, man. 24 for 31, 282, 2 tuds, like 7 incompletions. Like that's scary. Like that's impressive.
MVP, dude.
Yeah.
MVP. But
Charlotte boy too. Charlotte boy representing the fall.
Fun fact. I actually like to tell this fun fact. Drake May was actually my backup in 7-on-7, so theoretically.
Hey.
Oh,
there you go.
Back when you were at Myers Park.
Yeah, when I was at Myers Park.
Yeah.
NC Elite, baby. Shout out them boys at NC Elite. Shout out to NC Elite.
Hey, that's what's up. Nah, and then, dude, the Young Ho Ko, or is it Young Ho? Excuse me, I don't know how to pronounce that, but the kicker, dude, that got viral on Crazy Kicks and then got signed by the Falcons, and now he's kicking. I mean, dude, that was crazy.
Yeah.
I've never seen that in my life.
Ever.
I mean, that was insane, and I know that freaking hurts so bad. But that'll be kind of going down in history as like the craziest thing. Some people kind of think it's rigged, but we'll leave that where it is, and we'll go into the next. Go ahead.
He might be like us and be working a 9 to 5 here pretty soon.
Yeah.
Man.
Hey,
Oh, damn, that's tough, dude.
Man.
Oh, shit.
Tell me
we are.
his application.
Is that's gotta be
right.
Can we all just agree that that's the worst field goal attempt of all time?
For
Has
sure.
to-
That
For
is,
sure.
Has to be, right?
I just don't.
He didn't
I
kick
don't
the
get it.
ball.
I've never kicked field
He didn't
goals,
even kick
so
it.
I don't understand. I know that hurts so bad.
yeah.
You see his toe go into the freaking
The force he uses
grass.
to kick in general, just to,
I'm like, how do you mess up that bad? Whatever. But anyways, so speaking of great young quarterbacks and possibly great, obviously a great head coach too. The got to talk about Sunday Night Football, the Commanders and Broncos. Nigel, I'll let you get into that one. That was obviously a great game, great watch. I mean, the Broncos had it, but still the Commanders came to play. I mean, for the most part.
Yeah,
I mean,
it was.
I'll let you get into it.
Like you said, the Commanders came to play. There were 95 total passes thrown in the game between Bo Nix and Marcus Mariota. If you told me that on Saturday, I'd smack you in the face and say, "Shut up!" Like there's no way that these two dudes were throwing 95 passes in the game. I mean, Marcus Mariota threw 50 himself. Like 28 were completed, but like this guy was throwing the ball 50 times. Like the Commanders are just in a spot where they're just trying to win at all means. They're just trying to win at all means. And I don't want to get too much into the Commanders, but if Jaden Daniels comes back this year, it makes no sense. I've been hearing commotions of him returning to practice, and bro, I saw your elbow touch your other elbow without you trying to touch it. Like
that was
you can't come back that fast. Like it's literally RG3, 4 or 5. It's the same script. I don't like it. I'm starting to hate it. But Bo Nix, 29-45, a touchdown, a pick. He just wins games. And I know I'm not the biggest Bo Nix guy, but at the end of the day, the quarterback's job is to win the football game, and that's what they do. They win football games. 10-2, they're 4-2 on the road, so they're built the right way. And that defense, that defense is scary. That defense is scary.
Right.
It's absurd. They get sacks. They get quarterbacks. They get to the quarterback. They play nasty. They have shades of I wouldn't say of an old Sean Payton team because they really don't have like the precision passing like that, but man, they just have shades of a good playoff second round exit. Like they'll probably get a home playoff game, especially with the Chiefs being bad this year. Like it's looking like they can make a run. It's going to be hard to play in Denver anytime, let alone they have shades of the Tim Tebow team when they beat the Steelers in the playoffs. Like that's what I feel.
Yep.
I think they're a little bit better than that team, but that team had some Demaryius Thomas. They had some pretty good weapons on offense. That team was a good team, but this Broncos team.
They had John Fox coaching that team too, right?
Older coach.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Coach Fox, baby.
John Fox.
Yeah, so, let's go.
Like you said, Chase, they had John Fox there. They got, Sean Payton now. It's just it feels like that year. It feels like that year.
Okay. I mean, I feel that. Why don't you like Bo Nix?
I'm just not the biggest fan just because I think that the way he plays quarterback is dangerous. I think the way he plays quarterback is you have to rely on the defense to play good, the running back. They have to run the ball well. I think for a guy who's ultimately in 2 years going to be getting paid, top dollar to play quarterback, I think when it comes down to it, I don't think that they will. And it's so crazy to say that they don't win games because of their quarterback, but I just don't think that Bo Nix is on that tier of you go into a game saying we can't let Bo Nix beat us. It's we can let Bo Nix do his thing. We just have to make sure that we, control the ball on offense because they're just going to get the ball, just run it down, eat up clock, play good defense, and just beat you that way. They're just going to straight up play football and beat you. There's no tricks about it, no fancy stuff. Bo Nix is a great athlete, which I think really helps him out in a lot of cases because, you have to account for the legs. I think without the threat of his legs, he's a different guy, but that says a lot of things for a lot of different quarterbacks without their legs. He's a winner at the end of the day, so I can't hate too much, but I'm curious to see his development in the Sean Payton offense. Haven't had such a great passer like a Drew Brees. I just want to know what kind of his trajectory is 2-4 years from
now. Yeah. No, I'm with that. I really get that. And with Drake May, you look back at last year, he was rushing a lot. I think he was leading rusher in college for his team at some point. Yep. And so he was definitely running. And, he obviously took some gnarly hits last year. And obviously Jackson Dart needs to take some notes out of that book of, run out of bounds and get down and protect yourself. But we'll kind of jump right into that Texans versus Colts game. I'm gonna let you guys kind of get into it a little bit, but I know that Houston Texans game freaking always plays good in that Louis Stadium? Did I say that right? Lucas Oil. Yeah. So what are your thoughts on it, Nigel?
Yeah, to your point, once again, that kid from Alabama, Will Anderson, is a freak. And he's just their defense is so good. They're great in the front. They got Stingley in the back end. They have really good linebackers. They're aggressive. The uniforms is fire. It's just they play good football, especially when C.J. Stroud's back. He's playing like he doesn't have a concussion. They kind of they confuse me because the AFC South is a little bit up and down this year. I think they're really starting to play good football now, but they had me worried. Week 4, week 5, they had me a little concerned. I think I honestly think, Adam, and I'm curious to your point, being a starting quarterback and getting hurt and seeing the other guy go in there and your team starting to win, it's all right, well, now I have to go in there and ball. So I kind of think that might have been the best thing for them to kind of get C.J. Stroud the kick in his ass because I know we've all seen the clip of him trying to low bro Caleb Williams. He hasn't really made it yet. So I think he had a great rookie year, obviously, but teams watch film. Teams study. Guys get paid too. So I'm curious for your thoughts, Adam, as to where they can go in the playoffs and kind of your thoughts on the whole Colts kind of just, I don't know. What I say last week, I think, if you ask too much of Daniel Jones, it might not work out for you. So what are your thoughts?
Yeah, I'm with you on that. Colts kind of peaked a little early, and they're starting to decline now. The refs, a little questionable. There's some questionable calls at the end of the game. I saw my brother's a big Colts fan, so he sent me some clips because obviously that was during the Panthers game, so I was more focused on that. But some phantom calls, some really weird calls. The NFL is getting a little weird. They need to get into the refs here. But going into the C.J. Stroud, he was very high after his first year. I think he got humbled. He's getting humbled a little bit, and then you guys know we've been in locker rooms before. When the backup starts playing a little bit better, people around the locker room start looking, behind their shoulder. They're like, is this the guy we should go with for the rest of the year? But, happy for C.J. Stroud to keep the momentum rolling, coming back in. And, when you got a defense like that, just like the Broncos, all you got to do is just manage the game there, and the wins will come. Playoffs is a different story. So we're gonna have to see, that rookie year and him come out if they can get into the playoffs here.
Yeah, I mean the Colts got definitely a tough schedule for the rest of the year. So
they do.
I mean, you might hit the nail on the head with the fraud stuff last week. I mean, that might be turning out to be the case. I want JT to do good, man. That dude's a beast, and I want him. I think it's awesome to have an MVP as a running back. That is definitely a huge stat. You don't start with the ball. You have to give him the ball. Obviously, quarterback is normally the one that's winning the MVP because that's the main position at the end of the day. But speaking of quarterbacks, we'll go right into that Black Friday game. Bears versus Eagles. Are the Eagles in trouble?
Yeah.
Like, what's going on? What is going on? And then freaking the Bears. They've got it going on.
Yeah,
they've got it going on, dude. That head coach, what's his name?
Ben Johnson, Asheville native.
Really? Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Went to AC Reynolds. AC Reynolds. Combs is from there. Our boy Rico's from there. So there's something in the water in Asheville around there.
Dude, I remember playing AC Reynolds in Nashville High School, back in high school. Those were good football teams. We played my senior year, AC Reynolds, and that was probably the best team we played in the playoffs, hands down, is AC Reynolds. But anyways, we'll get into that Bears game. So like freaking Caleb Williams lighting it up. I guess it's working over there, the system. What's going on with the Eagles? What's the deal over there, man? It's drama central. Now they can't deliver. Are they in trouble?
Yeah. I mean, they won a Super Bowl last year and they're getting booed at home. Like that doesn't happen. Like I also know Philly's like its own fucking ecosystem when it comes to sports. So they're not in like a normal realm of like teams or whatever, like fans. But this is alarming.
Dude, they freaking egged the OC Kevin Petula's house
like
Saturday morning.
Not surprising.
They egged his house.
Not surprising at all.
Yeah,
like, not surprising at all.
I'm like, that's crazy. Philly is wild, dude.
I mean, when you lose to a team that's literally been like owned as a joke by another franchise for the past like 15, 20 years, like that's a hard pill to swallow. Like especially when you don't think this is gonna happen. It happens at home, and like you score 3 points at half. Like it was 10-3 at halftime. Like I'm watching this game. Like, are the Bears really good? Is Caleb Williams just like a really good game manager? He doesn't turn the ball over that much. He's starting to complete passes or playing it on defense. Or do the Eagles just still have no identity in who they are in terms of an offensive standpoint? They're just kind of really just calling plays, not really with the goal. It's like, all right, we're going to call plays to get Saquon the ball. And then we're going to try and throw the ball to A.J. Brown. But it's like, leaving out Goddard, Devontae Smith. They don't throw as many screens as they did last year. O-line's banged up. Like, Adam, as a running back who also played a little defense, like, from an Eagles perspective, like, how can they get this kind of run game going?
Yeah, I mean, I think you really got to establish the run here.
Oh, did we lose him?
And I think...
Well, I can answer that for him. I think they get that run game. They got to feed him, Chase. Like, he only had 13 carries.
They got to feed him.
Like, he only had 13 carries. Right? Like, I mean, you play running back, too. Like, you need to get in a rhythm of the game. You need to get a flow going. You need to get a good start for it. You got to understand what's going on. It's just as simple as that.
Yeah, looks like we lost him, but no, yeah, I totally agree. And I mean, the Bears are legit, man. We might have to start putting some respect on that name, man.
100%.
That head coach, like shit, like they got it going on.
Mm-hmm.
But I was gonna have AJ talk about the Thanksgiving game. Adam, I'll let you dive into it. Chiefs, Cowboys, Packers, Lions. I mean, it was obviously great teams. I mean, Cowboys, are they going to win the NFC East? They are freaking bringing it. I mean, I hate to say that because I hate the Cowgirls, but I mean, they're winning games, man. Yeah. So, I mean, I'll let you dive into it, AJ.
Yeah, I mean, they're taking the momentum that they've gained. Can you guys see me?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. They're taking the momentum that they've gained here recently, and they're rolling with it. Upsetting the Chiefs on Thanksgiving Day, that's a big win for them. Perfect timing with the Eagles falling off right now. Another thing that was funny, we were talking about the Eagles earlier, is they're dealing with Hard Knocks filming. So, they got a lot of distractions going on in their place. And, I think the Cowboys on the right mind of things. And, they got two receiver number ones right now with Pickens and CD. And, they're hard to stop.
Deadly.
Yeah, man.
Deadly.
Yep. For
fun
sure.
watching them play.
And then, obviously
I was just saying, it's fun watching them play football. They got a good running back. They got two.
Yeah.
Like Adam said, they got I like to think about receivers as you want a receiver who's a frisbee catching dog, right? You want to just throw that thing up, let him go get it. You want somebody who wants the football. These dudes want the football. They got some swag to them. They're both shiesty up in the game. They got a cool handshake going on. They're vibing. I think this was the best case scenario when the Cowboys traded for George Pickens. We're kind of seeing it develop right in front of our eyes. I think when they traded for him, everybody was like, well, if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Now we're kind of seeing, if you just kind of give different dudes different environments, and we know what Dak is going to do in the regular season, 4,000 yards, 30 touchdowns. Well, now they have a chance to actually, have a potent offense in the playoffs. It's just, can they just carry over? That's been the question for the past 30, 25 years, and still hasn't been answered now. I guess, with the way the Eagles are kind of playing, the Cowboys are kind of going up. They're kind of going in opposite directions right now. I think the rest of these, 4 weeks are going to be real interesting.
Yes, sir! Touchdown! Let's go! Panthers, baby! Woo! Who needs sleeves? I'm warming up. Keep it coming. That's our house. Hey, Carolina, I'm CTG. Chase the game, and you're watching my show. Stick with
Chase the money, chase the money, chase the money.
So what are we looking for? What is it looking like? What's your predictions, Adam? And then we'll obviously add this little segment where we'll try to, all three of us will try to guess the final score of each of the primetime games. And then we'll let Alan go into the details of the spreads and the over-unders and money lines and all that good stuff, and where the money's at and who's seeing the field, because this man, Alan, is seeing the field. All right, so Adam, I'll let you take it away with the Cowboys and the Lions. What you got?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So new segment here called Chase the Picks here. What we're going to do is Chase, Nigel, and I are all going to give a prediction on what we think the game is going to turn out to be. And then whoever comes in last is going to have a little punishment that we'll post in our following video next week. So first game here,
yes,
we'll do what? Snake draft? You want to just snake draft this? So I'll go first, and then Chase, you can get the next game, first pick, and then Nigel, and so on. So Cowboys, Lions, my prediction for this week, I think the Lions are going to bounce back, and I'm going to go Detroit wins by a field goal. Detroit -3.
-3. Okay. Well, I don't know. I mean, I'm feeling good about the Cowboys right now. They're playing good. I mean, I think they're going for the NFC East. I mean, they're not going to probably win much in the playoffs, but they're going to try to win as much as in the regular season. Lions need to get together. I don't know what's going on with them. I'm going to say Cowboys over the Lions, but it's going to be a close one. I'm going to say we'll go really close, and we'll shoot to 33-28.
Okay.
All right, Najee.
Win by 5.
Yep.
See, I liked what Adam said, and then I liked what Chase says. Now I gotta pick which one do I got? I don't know. I think both y'all made some great points. I'm gonna have to go with the Lions here at home. I think just losing at home at Thanksgiving was just an awful taste. I mean, you kind of have a quick turnaround, so they kind of understand Thursday to Thursday, it's going to feel like a normal week for them, but not really. So I think that whole kind of just feeling in the back of their heads of, not really delivering when they should have, and really just going back to what it used to be 5-6 years ago. You watch football on Thanksgiving and the Lions are losing. So I think that they're trying to obviously get away from that narrative. So I honestly like the Lions by a touchdown. Let's go 28-21 Lions.
28-21. Okay. I'll let
all
you
right,
get.
Since we're all gonna go scores, I'll just add in. I'll go since I did Lions by 3, I'll do
three.
31-28.
31-28. And you got the Lions too.
Yes, I got Lions by 3. Nigel has them by 7, and then you got Cowboys by 5.
Let's go. All right. Well, let's hear it, man. What, Alan? Where's the money going? What are the spreads looking like? What's your advice on the bets?
Yeah. What's going on, guys? So there's a lot to look at this game, right? So, biggest thing, like when it comes down to the big name games, Monday Night Football, Thursday Night Football, again, I'm going to always follow the money, right? I'm always looking at the money. Sometimes we'll look at the play, we'll look at the game, and it's going to look like one of those things of like logically which one makes sense, right? I've been seeing this entire football season. The biggest things when it comes down to this football season has been underdogs. Follow the money. So that's what I'm going to go with, when it comes down to it. So just kind of looking based off everything. Detroit's the favorites. They're at home. They honestly need a lot of must-wins. They've been having pretty bad upsets throughout the entire season. It just makes more sense for the Detroit Lions. And I know I said watch out for the logic, but, just looking from outside in, it's going to be Detroit as favorites. Now, the line, I will say, continues to linger around 2.5, 3, and 3.5. I will say it is going up Detroit's way. So that minus 3.5 that Adam was on does not look like a bad play. In fact, it's actually like everything is trending down. Money lines trending down, spreads trending down, totals trending down, which again shows favoritism, honestly, in a lot of what's logically making sense. So my prediction, to be honest with you, I'm with Adam, and I'm gonna do Lions minus 3.5. Score-wise, this game is expected to have a really high total as, Dak and also Goff, they can both throw their tails off, especially Goff when he steps in, and then Dak just has so many people to throw to. Pickens doing his thing, CeeDee's doing their thing, just a lot of targets. Jake Ferguson, he can step in every now and then. Got a lot of targets, so I'm expecting a big scoring game. Right now, the total is over 54. Again, it raised. It was 53.5. Now it's 54. And just looking at the money, I will say majority of the money is on the over, which does scare me a bit. However, I am really still expected to see a pretty high scoring game. I think right now, just like in general, we had a high scoring game this week of Monday Night Football yesterday. And then I'm expected at least to continue that momentum into NFL. I mean, it's just we're so far double-digit type weeks of games. Players are getting used to the quarterback. Quarterback's getting used to playing. They're having defenders. They're making plays. I think they're just getting steadily, used to everything to where I think it should be a high-scoring game. People getting touchdowns. It should be a good watch in my opinion. But again, my prediction is Detroit Lions minus 3.5. I would even sprinkle the over in there as well.
Had the over. What was the over again?
Right now it's 54.
54.
So it's 54.
I don't hate that.
Over 54. All right.
Yeah,
okay.
it was 53.5 yesterday.
All right. Well, we'll find out at on Thursday, baby. So let's check it out. All right. So let's move on to the 1 p.m. games. So I wanted to cover, the important ones, what I would feel like as the Saints and Bucks, Colts and Jags, Steelers and Ravens. We can pick just one though to make that, guesstimate. But we'll start with the Saints and Bucks because, the Saints and the Panthers are tied at the top of the division. And coming down to it, I mean, like, I don't know if Baker, I think he's playing. I don't know what his he's playing. Well, I'm kind of curious to see if our guys are playing on defense. I know our DBs were injured. You were saying
suspended. One was injured. One was suspended.
The suspended one. Okay, yeah. That's right. Okay. So we'll get into it. What is Saints and Bucks? Nigel, I'll let you get into it.
The fucking toilet bowl. I don't want to talk about these two teams. I hate them both. I hope it's negative.
We gotta talk about the Bucks, man. The Bucks are.
I think
Panthers and the Bucks.
The Bucks are gonna beat the Saints. The Saints suck. They're at home. It's gonna be simple. Next game. I ain't gotta talk about it. It's gonna be simple.
Yeah.
Fair enough. And I mean, the Bucks gonna beat the Saints. I hope it's not that case. I hope the Saints beat the Bucks because that would be awesome.
That would be nice.
But
that would be nice.
yeah. So the Colts and the Jags, obviously Colts, if they go into Jacksonville and shit the bed against Jaguars, the Jaguars are playing good. They've got a winning record. I mean, they got shit going down over there. Or I guess down there, down in Florida. But I mean, Adam, what's your thoughts on that game?
Jags are rolling, Colts are declining. I think Jags, win big divisional game, probably gonna be pretty defensive, but I can see the Jags pulling it off, win by a touchdown.
Win by a touchdown.
Let's just be safe. I'm gonna go 6 points.
These Colts lose this game, boy. These Colts.
Let's Adam, you got the information on that. I didn't really dive into the Saints and Bucks game, but we can dive more into the Colts and Jags game on the bets. What are we looking at here?
I got you.
Black Adam.
So, Saints game and Bucks. This game right here, right now, the numbers are through the roof. Again, I'm just gonna follow the money. Logically, everyone is on the Bucks, right? There's so much favorites that they're minus 425, right? So in order to make $100, you'd have to put $425 on it. So it's just it's like, so everyone's has the money towards there. Now again, logically makes sense. I mean, the Saints just aren't best. Baker came out, had a great season, in the start of the season, slowed down a bit. This could be his time when he starts picking up. Mike Evans is in the talks to come back. There's a couple things ramping up his way, right? So logically, it makes more sense to go with the Bucks. But if you're me and following the money, just like I'm looking to do this entire season, I just might say, Saints, take the spread. Take the spread. Follow the money. Follow the money.
What is the spread at now for the game? Saints Bucks.
So the spread right now is at +9. There's some places where you can see it's going to be -8. That's for the Bucks to win. But the biggest thing is like, again, I'm just following the money. You have 92% of the money on the Bucks. You have 78% of the money on the Bucks spread. Okay. And there's about 87,000 or probably more right now. I mean, a short amount, but 87,000 or more that's on the game. Again, I'm following the money. I'm going to go Saints +9. It is what it is, but I'm just following the money. So that's my pick for that.
I mean, yeah, that would be great if they could just go ahead and win. That would be awesome.
I'm rooting for Vegas on this.
For real.
Yeah, seriously, let's go.
Following the money, dude. Just following the money.
We can skip on the Colts and Jags game and go to the Steelers game because that's how I kind of want to cover too. Because Steelers, that's like that's one of my two teams, my second team. I love the Steelers. I've been following them for a long time, and they're not doing hot. They're not doing hot at all, and they're playing the Ravens in Baltimore. So now the Baltimore Ravens are not playing hot either. But this is the battle to the top of the division. I mean, if we're thinking about it, I guess Bengals are not really. What is the record? I don't even know the record.
They're creeping. But yeah, it's definitely between these two right now.
Yeah. So I mean, like, what are your guys' predictions? I'll kind of start with what I think is the outcome. I mean, the Steelers need to win the game. Mike Tomlin's job's getting called out. They're chancing fire Mike Tomlin. They're doing they're booing their what's their famous song? Can't remember, Renegade or something like that. They play and they were booing it, which is crazy. But there's a lot of stuff coming out about that defense and how they're just kind of showing up to expect to win, I guess. And they just signed Adam Thielen. That dude just got picked up for the Steelers, so maybe they can do something with him. I don't know, obviously, if he'd be eligible for this game. I don't know, like all that stuff, because I've seen players transition in 1 week, but I don't know if if he needs to be.
They'll probably teach
be eligible.
They'll probably learn 2 formations, 10 plays total.
Because they need to win this game. They need to win this game, and then the Ravens need to win this game.
Facts.
So
Great point.
Yeah, he is a vet, and he stayed in shape. I mean, I thought when he came out and said he was gonna retire, but it was after this season. What Nigel was telling me, I thought he was actually retiring. So I was like, oh, okay. He's gonna retire after this year, so he's gonna leave it all out on the line to win a Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
So like, is this guy gonna come in here and just freaking ball out, and Aaron Rodgers is gonna freaking dish it off to the freaking slot receiver and get yards down the field to get the ball going, and we'll get into that. But I really think the Steelers, they lose this game. They lose this game. I hate to say it. Lamar Jackson, I mean, if TJ Watt, gets enough sacks and strip fumbles, whatever, but that dude is just make shit happen. And so I'm probably gonna say it's gonna be a low scoring game. I don't know what the over under is, what we're looking at, but I'll say I'll go I want to say 10-7 Ravens.
Yuck.
Yeah.
Yuck.
But that's my prediction.
What you thinking, man?
Following 10-7, right? So I was just looking at the Bengals and Ravens game last week, and Lamar didn't really play bad. Just had a lot of turnovers, and once again, I think he's still a little hesitant to beat Lamar with that hamstring. I think we've all had a tight hamstring. Let alone like any time, any little movement, any quick cut. He's a quick twitch. He's damn near a receiver playing quarterback right there. So like, I'm sure he has a little bit of hesitancy. I think this is a game where Lamar has to go old school Lamar. He's got to run the ball. He can't be afraid to kind of put his nose in there. They got to go for, I think, damn near every fourth down. The Steelers are at a point now where they're kind of weaning. I think to your point, Chase, I think they'll never fire Mike Tomlin. I think that'd be the dumbest thing ever. I'd hope they fire Mike Tomlin. I hope the Panthers fire Dave Canales when he's getting blue hat and just tell him come down to Charlotte like that. That would be ideal, but they'll never fire Mike Tomlin. It'd be crazy. So
no,
I have to go Ravens, 21-20.
I like it.
20 Ravens. Okay.
I like it. I'm gonna switch it up just to make our competition interesting. I'm gonna go with give me Steelers 17-14.
17-14 Steelers. Okay. All right. What are we looking at on the spreads, and where's the money at? How we looking, Alan?
Yeah, this game is interesting. This game is very interesting. I was literally like thinking throughout this entire process of like what is to be expected at this game. I will say it is a popular game. A lot of what you guys were saying about the under, it is looking like that. The unders right now is sitting at 43.5. That could tinker until then. We have such a long week to get there. But that's what it is right now. Majority of the money is on Baltimore. They're minus 257, 250. That's going to, of course, fluctuate, but that's just what it's sitting at now. And like you all said, Baltimore, they were on a run. They had, they're 4 out of 5. They won their last 4 out of 5. Pittsburgh, their ups and downs. They're not going to fire Tomlin, I don't think either. I'm with you on that, but they're just not really going to make that statement, I don't think. So logically, I agree with all you guys about the Ravens, but when it comes down to it, you got to follow the money, right? So just looking at the money, it's pretty close. The Baltimore, it's about 65% currently in their favor, which again, that's why it was a question mark for me in the beginning, because it's a hard one, it's a tough one, it's a really weird one, but the spread is 50-50. So right now, they expect the Pittsburgh Steelers to cover plus 5.5, which when that's the spread, 50-50 people are picking minus 5.5 for the Baltimore and 50-50 picking, Pittsburgh. So it's a toss-up. This is a weird game. I don't really know what to do with this spread, but this is where I really want to follow the money. It's going to be with the over or under. So my favorite plays for this game here is going to not do with the spread and not do with the money line, because if I were to follow the money, it honestly could be a toss-up. But where I feel like you can get real value is going to be that over-under. I think this game goes over. Right now, you have 92% of the money on the under. If I'm going to follow the money, for Vegas to make some bread. Right now, there's almost $100,000 put into this game so far. If I'm Vegas, I'm taking over that under, right? So I'm guessing that this game goes over. I think it might be a high-scoring game, surprisingly. If I were to target anyone as well, I'm going to target Lamar Jackson for rush yards and Lamar Jackson touchdown. That's going to be my 2 predictions for that game, and my prediction's over. Just following the money. That's how I'm looking at it.
So probably no flags this game, huh?
No flags. They're letting them boys play.
Oh man. So what's the over for that game?
43. So
what's the score?
Right.
43.
Yeah, right now it's 43. Some apps you can find it at about 41, 42, if you can get it in early. If it stays at 43, that'll be sweaty, but it still could happen. My favorite sweet spot's about 41.5 to 42.5. If it gets to 43 or 43.5 or more, it's going to be I don't know. It's a toss-up. But if you can get those early lines, like I said, I definitely would recommend hammering that.
Damn. Okay. Well, I hope I'm seeing the field because that's not making me feel confident about my pick, about 10-7. So, all right. Well, let's fucking move on. Whatever. Okay. The 4 p.m. game. I just want to touch on the Bears and Packers because Bears, they're doing something over there. Packers, I don't know. I mean, they got a little, glimpse of stuff, but I don't know if they got to get that offense going. But I'll let you kind of dive into it first, Nigel. Like, what's your predictions? What you thinking the outcomes are going to be?
Yeah, Bears Packers. I think the Packers played well last week, especially on the road on Thanksgiving. Big game for them. I think they honestly showed me more than I thought they would. Being on the road, especially I kind of thought they're real up and down every single week. They're kind of like us. They kind of play up and down to the level of their competition. In a sense, they're just happen to have really good players and a great quarterback. I don't know. I'm gonna have to go with the Packers here at home, just because of history. But I don't hate like an alt spread on taking the Bears like +8, +7.5. Even I honestly don't hate taking the Bears at like +3 in this game. But I'm gonna have to go Packers 27, Bears 24. I'm liking that.
27-24, Packers with the dub. All right, Adam, what's your thoughts and predictions on this one?
Yeah, initially, I would think that it'd be a high-scoring game, but I'm gonna be a little weatherman here. It's gonna be historically very cold this weekend. They're getting a massive cold front, so I'm gonna think it's gonna be hard to kick some field goals. I see it being a low-scoring game. I'm gonna go 14-13. I think the Bears established the run with Josh Jacobs here, so I'm gonna go Bears win by 1, 14-13. Hey, Caleb Williams, he's a California boy, right? He ain't used to this cold, even though he lives in Chicago.
He lives in Chicago. I guess they probably have indoor facilities and stuff up there.
Sleeping outside in Chicago,
playing inside. But I mean, they still got a stadium outside. I mean, Lambeau Field.
No, you're right.
It's gonna be tough.
They're both right off the Great Lakes. They're both right off the Great Lakes, so it's gonna be even colder than what the temp says. I think just with it being so cold, I'm going with the low-scoring game here, and I'm gonna stick to it. Bears by 1.
I like it. Bears. Okay, this is gonna be real test.
I mean, Packers by 1. Sorry, Packers by 1. Packers by 1. Let me correct myself.
Packers by 1. Okay.
Yep.
Okay, I was like, oh, the Bears. Okay.
Yeah, Packers 14-13.
Okay, 14-13. I think
that's such a high level play.
Yeah, dude.
Saw it on Twitter today. Had to bring it up.
Yeah, well, I mean, like they're getting snow up in Massachusetts and New England and stuff. Like
it's cold,
ridiculous up there. And then Philly is cold and rainy. But it's not gonna snow down here. I mean, maybe it will. I don't know. But I guess when it comes down to it, Bears got to prove themselves. But I think Packers are just gonna come out with the dub. I feel that. But we're all predicting the Packers to win. So I got to stand out and pick the Bears. I'm going to pick the Bears, get the dub. It's going to be a low-scoring game, like Adam said. Can't do a high-scoring game because I already went with the 10-7 Ravens game. So I got to double down and I'm gonna do I'll go 10-14 Bears. Bears score 2 touchdowns, and that is it. 10-14 Bears. That's a dub. All right. What are we looking? How's the field looking? What's the money looking like? Vegas gonna win this one. What are we looking at, Alan? Vegas gonna win this one.
Man, this one's giving me. This one's like really throwing me for a loop. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's a toss up. It's a toss up. The reason why is just because, look, the Bears have won the last 5, right? Got momentum. Now Green Bay, they've won their last 3, but they're 3 for 5 right now, currently, right? So they're gaining momentum as well. They're at home. Adam's 100% right with the weather. The one thing that stands out to this game for me is going to be the total. I can't get a read on the spread. To be honest, right now, right, it's Bears plus 6.5, and Green Bay is the favorites. Green Bay is so much of the favorites that they're minus 285 currently. So it's in the favor of Green Bay currently. When it comes down to the money line and spread, following the money, it's so 50-50 that it's hard for me to choose. The biggest thing I do see, though, is that total. So, for example, I'm going to go with the weather. I'm going to go with it's going to be competitive. They both have momentum. They both have winning teams. I think this is going to be one of those games where the defense is really going to show what they're about. Just because, again, they both have extreme momentum. So I do like the under on this game. I can't read the money line. I can't read the spread. If I were to just like do a crazy toss up, my prediction would be Packers win, but the Bears, they cover. They cover.
If they're playing the Cubs, they definitely
That's
cover,
my prediction.
Boy. Hope they're playing.
Right, for sure. 1,000%.
Okay.
Yeah, I
What was
can't get a read
total?
on this. I can't get a read
Over
on
under
this.
total.
The over-under for total is 43.5.
Okay.
Yeah, 43.5.
Yeah, the cold too.
All right, damn. I'm
might-
also
Yeah, 43.
second guessing this one because of the Bears and like freaking what's his name? D lineman, D end.
Parsons.
Parsons,
Micah.
dude. He's gonna be coming ready to play. So especially at home. All right, whatever. We went with the Bears. Let's go. All right. Let's go.
Stick to the guts. Stick
No
to the
turning
guts.
back,
Actually,
baby.
can I make a
I
quick,
love it. I love it.
can I make a quick update? Okay.
Go ahead.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So quick update. I'm actually going to change my answer. Yeah, I don't like the Bears plus 6.5. I'm looking at the data now. I think it's actually going to be Green Bay to cover their spread.
Okay.
Damn. Okay. So
That's
like
the
that,
lock
I like that.
for me. Just looking at the numbers.
Like
Follow the money, baby.
Green Bay covers.
That's right.
All right.
Gotta follow the
okay.
systems, Alan. Gotta follow the systems.
Maz was with some money. So all right, let's go to Sunday Night Football. Texans at Chiefs in Arrowhead. What are we looking at? I'll let you. Who hasn't gone first? I guess
I
Adam.
think I'll back up.
Mount
Okay.
Pleasant,
Back up
Hall
on the
of
deputy.
Fame.
So we would do the Yes,
Yup.
sir. We want to do the competition for this one too.
Yes.
I'm good to do it. All right. Cool.
Yes.
I'm thinking Chiefs bounce back. They got to win out to make the playoffs. Texans got a solid defense though. I think they're gonna fall short, and I feel like Patrick Mahomes at home, he's gonna get the job done. I'm gonna go Chiefs by 10. Let's do 23-13.
23-13.
I like that. I like that. I'm just
Okay.
yeah.
Jump in there, Nigel.
I'm
what's your
looking at these
prediction?
last 5 games. We got Commanders. They beat obviously. We go Bills lost, Broncos lost, Colts. They beat the Colts and lost to the Cowboys. Like these are 4 pretty good teams that they're having to play. So they're in a gauntlet. I think this is a great spot for the Chiefs to kind of get hot. It's now or never. They have the best quarterback of all time. I think, back there at home, as much as I think the Texans defense is good, I just think that Patrick Mahomes just kind of conquers all. I'm never going to bet against him, especially at home. It's going to be cold. Texans are an indoor dome team from Texas. Not saying it doesn't get cold in Texas, but that Arrowhead, that at night, wind's gonna be blowing. To Adam's point, I know it's gonna be cold. Like it's not gonna be warm out there. So, like, and the Taylor Swift's there, it's gonna be a wrap. I'm gonna have to go Chiefs 28, the Texans 20.
28-20. Chiefs getting the dub. Okay. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and do what I did in the last pick and step away. I'm gonna go with the Texans, dude. I think Texans are gonna bring it.
Hell yeah.
I think the Chiefs have not won a single close game this whole year.
Yeah, you're right.
This whole year. Now, Patrick Mahomes is doing his thing but he needs to also protect himself. He's one of those dudes that it's almost like he's trying to prove himself is tough. You know, he's not that dude to step out of bounds. He wants to gain the respect and stuff. But it's like, dude, maybe you do need to step out of bounds and not put your body on the line because, like, you are the best, one of the best quarterbacks, if not the best, on the way to it. But even if it's in Arrowhead, it's probably freezing cold, snowing. Like, it's going to be tough for the Texans, but I just think this one will be a low-scoring game as well, and the Texans will walk away with it. I think the score will be 10-14 Texans or 14-10 Texans.
It's
what
the
up?
defense.
You just
It's the defense this week.
Defense, baby.
My boy, God
Baby.
almighty. Boring ass
Hey,
games, Chase.
Let's
God,
go.
let's
Hey,
go.
we're playing safe. We're playing safe, but playing hard. We're playing safe, but playing hard because we're trying to get in the playoffs. This is that time of year where it's like nut up or shut up, and you gotta come ready to play. And that's when you're gonna get a Super Bowl team is when you're gonna have a fucking standout defense. Now, Alan, I'll let you get into the actual details on what's actually gonna happen.
Yeah, so this one's not moving me at all. This one's, I think I know the answer on this one. I really do. So, looking at everything, following the money, I'm with Chase. Texans, money line.
Wow.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Texans are
Oh,
Look, check this out. Let's follow the money.
Let's
Right?
hear
We
it.
got to
Let's
backtrack.
hear
We got to backtrack. Okay. So keep in mind, this game, very popular. Has almost $200,000 invested in it currently. Almost, right? 91% of the money is on Kansas City. Okay? They're on the Chiefs. 91%. Here's the other thing as well. The spread is 50-50. So so when I see stuff like that, if everyone's on the Chiefs, if everyone's on the spread for the Chiefs, I'm going the opposite every day. Because if the Chiefs lose, gotta follow the money. They are gonna rake. So just going based on that, I'm with that. And I'm looking at the over as well. Right now, majority of the money is on the under. Everyone's going to expect, like you guys said, weather, this, that, the third. I'm going to go with the over. They may play through it. They may play tough. I think Texans take it, money line, and I'm taking the over on that game. Again, solely by following the money. Logically, probably doesn't make sense. But what in the NFL this past season so far that we've seen has actually made sense? You answer me that question. That
It
makes
makes
zero
sense.
sense. Come on now.
It
let's
makes
be
sense,
real.
baby. It made sense. It was in Bank of America. Bryce was lighting it up. He's feeling himself. Freaking,
Minus
for the most part, hitting them,
500 Rams. Okay.
500.
Plus 600 Carolina. Plus 500 Carolina. They
They
win every
Better put my
time.
money on
If you
that.
put 100 on the Panthers this entire season, I'm pretty sure people would be up around $1,700 to $1,800 easy. If they put $100 on Panthers every day, every game this week. Yeah. Crazy.
Yeah, don't go start doing it now because I
Crazy.
know that's just a turnaround. Okay, but let's we'll get a quick transition here into the final game we'll talk about to kind of close it out a little bit. On Monday night, we're gonna do Eagles versus the Chargers. at LA in LA, and now I'll let what is Adam's turn, or I guess it's my turn to
Nigel
go.
or one of y'all,
Um,
yeah.
I'll let you go, Nigel, first, so I can
what a
write
guy,
this down.
CEO. Appreciate you, but honestly, I think there's a probably. I think we're getting to that time with football where every game is getting really good because all the teams are starting to start to figure out who they are. I don't know if the Eagles are on that page of figuring out who they are, but I mean, they're the Eagles at the end of the day. They're a great team, so we really don't have to talk about them in terms of like what they have. I think they beat up Justin Herbert. I think they just get to the quarterback this game. I think they kind of just swarm them on the road. There, all they hear about is the Eagles aren't this, the Eagles aren't that. Like losing to a team like the Bears, kind of just I think practice is going to be hell for them this week. So I think they go to LA and honestly whoop ass. I honestly kind of like the Eagles here, 28-13 Eagles. I think they kind of just take care of business.
28-13, you said?
A tutty
13, okay, interesting. And then Eagles. Okay. I don't know what the final score is going to be, but I'm thinking like, what was I talking about earlier? The egging of the OC's house or OC's Kevin Petula's house. That dude needs to get his shit together because they have a stud running back, and he's probably going to go into this next game, which I don't recommend this doing, like listen to the crowd, listen to the fans, and go in and just run the shit out of the ball. I think they are going to do that. Now, Chargers defense is still a great defense, but I don't know how well, as in when it comes down to the run defense, statistically or whatever. I don't know all the numbers, whatever, but I know that's a really good defense on paper and with the players that are on that team. But I mean, this one's a tough one because I think the Eagles are going to come ready to play, but also, I mean, freaking the Chargers and Justin Herbert, they've shown promise, and when they're playing good, they're playing really good. So, but it's just the make or break for the Eagles right now, and I think they're doing something up there that they're getting this shit started. So I'm praying that happens, and I think this is gonna be more of a high scoring game because hopefully what they plan to do is open up that run, or the run will open up that pass game more instead of just forcing the ball down the field and just slinging it and just hoping one of his athletes freaking. I mean, obviously both of those receivers are studs, but hoping they catch it and stuff. And I think that's going to be tough against the Chargers. I think I'm just going to go. I'm going to go Eagles, and I'll do for the score. We'll go 28-21 Eagles.
21.
Nice. All right. I'm sorry, guys. I can't go Chargers here. I think this is going to be a game where I go to bed early and get some rest. I don't even think Herbert's going to see the end zone. I'm going to go
Damn.
Eagles by 15, 24-9.
Like that.
24-9. Boy. Flipping at home. All right. What's Vegas looking like, Alan?
Vegas, man. So right now, again, it's super early, but he got a good amount of money on it right now. Over 170,000 right now. Probably going to be up to the 12, the 1.2, 1.3 once game day starts. It's gonna be high. It's Monday game too. Prime. So it's just one of those things that a lot of people are gonna have a lot of money on. Currently, just looking at the numbers, you guys are right. The entire game is favored to the Eagles, but not by much. I mean, they're minus 150. Chargers plus 130. Just looking at it, I'm sorry guys, I'm gonna have to go with Chase. I'm going with Chargers money line. Just following the money. Right now, you got 68% of the money on the Eagles money line, and then you also got them pretty high on the spread. So a lot of people are not only thinking that, just like Adam said, actually, not only thinking that they're gonna win, but they're also gonna win by a lot. When I see stuff like that, I get questionable. Again, following the money, get questionable. The other thing too is that the Eagles lost their last two. With the offense right now, it's pretty questionable. It's up in the air. They got a lot of drama, a lot of problems. Devontae Adams was sick. A.J. Brown, he's starting to heat up a little bit, but there's still probably internal beef to some degree. So those are things you just got to look out for. If they lost two, what's another, losing another one? I think they may win again when they go back home to start their win streak back. And then Chargers as well, they're 4 out of 5 of their last games. They're winning. They're not doing bad. Justin Herbert in the beginning of the season was talked about as MVP talks with Matthew Stafford and Drake May at one point of time. So who's to say he can't come back and try to get back in those conversations? Playing at home, they got momentum. I'm going to go with Chargers. Now thinking of it, probably looking at everything, my favorite two-leg, if you just want to have it sitting until game day, and in fact, you'll probably get good plus EV, which means your money will go up until that day. I would say Texans money line and Chargers money line as a two-leg might be one of a great play to just sit on and then see the results. Probably my two favorite plays, my two favorite games. I'm probably going to lock that in after this, but yeah, I'm going to go with Chargers on this game. Just follow the money. That's what it's looking like.
I'm definitely going to have to tell you I'm about to jump on FanDuel. Yep. I already got the money. Hey, let's go, baby. Oh, love it. Let's go. All right. Well, I got the notes, and we will see. The punishment is to be determined right now because we have not come up with one yet. But it has to be videoed so we can put it on the show. And that concludes another show on December 2nd. And I'll let you guys get back to the rest of your night. I'll get to doing this stuff and look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow at work. And salute y'all. And let's get this bread, bro. Let's make some money off these bets. Let's make some money off the NFL.
Yes, sir.
Let's go. Let's do it. Let's do it.
All right.
Let's do it.
Later, fellas.
Wrap it up for this week's Chase the Game. If you love the NFL as much as I do, especially my Panthers, you know where to find us. Hit that subscribe button, drop your questions, and come back every week for more breakdowns and reactions. Until next time, keep pounding and keep...
Chase the money, chase the money, chase the money.
Her ass out, she going places.